Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of DDTS episode 311. I'm back with another video for y'all today. Thank y'all for joining me. I hope y'all are having a wonderful Friday because I am. And I wanted to do this video to give y'all a update on the situation regarding John Amos and his passing and the drama that is allegedly being caused between the family of John Amos and the son and the daughter and everything, and it's just a lot to process. I recently received an update which I seen last night. Um, it's about John Amos' daughter Shannon, who was the one that said that her father was being elderly abused allegedly, and it has said it in the media. All this started a year ago, almost last year, around May, June, or July. Um, Yeah, so they interviewed Shannon Amos, John Amos' daughter, and she basically confirmed and told a bunch of stuff that we did not know about. And this information that I saw in the video, in the interview that I watched that she did on um, TMZ, it basically was her telling the interviewers about that a will has been changed that John Amos has made. 1 second, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm sorry about that interruption. I had to turn the TV down. So yeah, it's so much that I want to tell y'all. I'm gonna do my best to tell y'all. If y'all see this here, my suitcase, I'm about to get ready to leave in a few minutes. Well, after a while, but I want to do this content before I go. So yeah, if you like this type of content, hit that like button, subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so that you will be updated and notified when I have a new video, a new video available. I'm gonna turn this off because I want y'all to hear me. I'm not gonna be doing this again. Yeah. So I'm gonna basically start and tell y'all what I saw yesterday, the interview that I saw Shannon Amos did, John Amos' daughter. So she did an interview for TMZ, and she basically was asked some questions. And she basically said it was this woman allegedly named Bonita or something like that that stayed with John Amos, and KC Amos was there as well. But they said that this Bonita woman that was staying with John Amos and KC Amos, the father and the son, it is said that KC Amos said that she pretended to be John Amos's daughter. I don't know how true that is, but that's what said in the interview. And I'm going to try and I'm going to find the link. And I'm going to put it in my description box so y'all can go back and watch the interview yourself. I actually can go get the link and I will put it in my description box so y'all can go back and watch it yourself, because I'd rather for y'all to go back and watch it yourself and get a feed of it. What I'm telling you is the truth. I wouldn't lie to you about this, but I think it'll be better. You can always go back and watch the link in my description that I will be putting once I edit this video. So yeah, so Shannon Amos was asked questions, and it is said, after that, around 2016, John Amos was diagnosed with a body dementia. And yes, that's when, when you have dementia, you have trouble remembering things, like you have a good day, you have a bad day, something like that. I'm not too big on it or what it is exactly, but I think it's different forms of the diagnosis, or what you want to call it. So I'm just going to say it in that way, form of fashion. And another thing I will say is this. KC almost said, allegedly, that he started coming around 2022, 2021, 2022. Casey almost explained in the interview on TMZ that she realized, and that people realized, the doctors that took care of John Amos, that was seeing after him, that he couldn't do for himself. Once the doctors, once KC or Shannon Amos, either one of the two, might have been all of them, whoever was around John Amos at that time, around 2022, or whatever which year it was, when the doctors or whoever realized that John Amos couldn't do for himself, KC almost moved in to attend to his father. And that's not even that ain't even the heartbreaking part. That ain't even the part that made me be shocked, that had my mouth flew open. So also, it was also said in the interview, and it was also said in the media, what I read this from, that John Amos's will was changed before his death. Before John Amos passed on August the 21st of 2024, his will was changed. That means he already, or whoever was in charge, had a will already written out, and it is said that the will was changed. So could it have been that someone might have told John Amos to change the will, this and that, the third? But let me tell you, it is said that it did not. It is said, it did not have anything to do with money. In my opinion, I believe it did, because let me tell you, why would the will be changed before John Amos passed away on August the 21st, 2024? That's a question that confused me. That's a question that I would like to know myself. And it's another thing that that was out there, and that I found out that I didn't know. It is said that, John Amos was out here sick, and John Amos, like it said, that he was out here sick, and that he had a little touch of dementia, like what I just said. And it said that he had a little cancer as well. It is said that KC was around him. They say KC was his beneficiary or his power of attorney, which I'm about to tell you about. It is said that KC almost allegedly did not give him his medicine, did not do what he was supposed to do to make sure he was okay when it came to that type of thing. Like I said, this is alleged, and that's what was said in the interview. It might not have been said in the words that KC almost said, but you can go back and watch the interview that she did on TMZ, which I'm going to post in the description. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Two individuals was John Amos' power of attorney. But guess what happened? KC almost made sure they was not the power of attorneys. Two individuals was John Amos' power of attorneys. But when KC almost moved in, all that changed. Them two individuals allegedly was not the power of attorneys no more. So KC almost, he became the power of attorney. He became the man that was responsible for taking care of John Amos and this and that the third. He was the one that was over John Amos's money. He was over his medicine and everything. He was over everything, his social media platform and everything. It is said when KC almost moved in allegedly, and I'ma keep saying allegedly. I'ma keep saying allegedly because just because it was up on the media and just because it was up on the TMZ website, I'm still gonna say allegedly, okay? I'm still gonna say allegedly because you never know. Now it is said allegedly when KC almost John Amos' son moved in, he was in charge of everything. He took over everything. He was in charge of his money, of John Amos' money, allegedly, his social media platform. He even was monitoring the phone calls. Like every time when John Amos would get on the phone call, KC almost would have those phone calls monitored. Why? I'm not for sure. But that's exactly what he did. He had those phone calls monitored. Every phone call John Amos was on, KC almost, his son, would have the phone call monitored. And that's not it. And that's not even what got me. What got me is that John Amos, he died on August the 21st. And I said this in my other video that I done on John Amos, his passing, about a day or two ago. John Amos died on August the 21st. So 9 days later, he was cremated. KC, Shannon Amos, the daughter of John Amos and the sister of KC Amos, she said in the interview allegedly that she believed that her brother KC Amos had their daddy cremated because to keep investigators and to keep officials for making a discovery about something. Allegedly, it is said, she believed that KC had their daddy cremated to keep from the body having an autopsy, to keep an autopsy for going on, to keep an investigation for going on, and this and that the third, which I think is kind of suspect because why would you rob? Why would you rob the other family members, and why would you rob the fans that truly love this man? He went against the wishes that his daddy had already put in progress. KC almost said allegedly in the interview, it is said in the interview allegedly that John Amos did not want to be cremated, but he was cremated 9 days later. Now, before John Amos passed away in late August, they was in Jamaica in the beginning of August, and it was this young girl that took a picture with John Amos, and she had a post up. I'm gonna see, can I find that post? They was in Jamaica in early August, KC and his daddy. It seems like they had a very strong bond. But I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to say this. KC Amos has been said to have had substance problems. And it is said that he could possibly blow his daddy's money on substances. And it is said KC is nowhere to be found after it has been put out that John Amos passed away on August the 21st. So John Amos died August the 21st, and he was cremated later. Like I said, Shannon almost said that she believed that her brother had their daddy cremated to keep an investigation for going on and to keep investigating the body, doing searches on the body, and to keep an autopsy for going. Because when a person passes away, you have to do an autopsy of why that person passed away. And I think it's kind of fishy, and I think it's kind of crazy that the man died August the 21st and was cremated 9 days later. And it was not no funeral. It was not no funeral or nothing. Didn't nobody, not even Shannon Amos, know that John Amos had passed away till August the 1st, along with everybody else. And she was devastated. But like I said this, in July of 2023, KC Amos was arrested for threats that he made against his sister. And KC Amos was once removed from John Amos's power of attorney and being his overseer and a beneficiary. He was once removed, but he was reinstated back. They let him be back on in charge of his daddy's care, money, everything. So when that happened, they kind of just left it alone. They did not want to do no more research. They did not want to do no more investigation and this and that the third. I'm basically just giving y'all a update and giving y'all a review about this because I think it's sad, and I think it's sad because like I said, the doctors or whoever that was staying with John Amos and KC, she had to tell Shannon everything that was going on, because Shannon said that in the interview, she said that once KC got in charge of John Amos' estate and everything that he had, money and everything, it is said that KC Amos kept John Amos, his daddy, isolated. He kept his daddy isolated from everybody, family members and everything, which I think that still don't sit well with me, which I completely do not understand. Why would you want to keep somebody that has other family besides you, that has grandkids, that has other kids, that has nieces, nephews, and all that? I'm gonna say what I said before in these videos. Something ain't right. I believe allegedly KC might have something and might know something than he got. Because why hasn't KC almost came forward? Why hasn't he came forward? Why hasn't he made a comment? Why? Because there's something to think about in this interview that Shannon Amos, I keep getting the words mixed up, that Shannon Amos did. It kind of makes you wonder, because the doctor or whoever was staying with KC and John Amos, because KC moved in and tended to his daddy when he couldn't do anything else for himself. And it is said that KC Amos was struggling with substances, drug problems. So I'm not blaming it or anything. I'm just saying it has to be something more than it already is. You know what I'm saying? It's something to think about. And his granddaughter, John Amos' granddaughter, which is Shannon's Amos's daughter, she said when she was in school, because she's an education teacher, she's a teacher. When she received the news about her grandfather, she couldn't even react because she was in school, she was working with her students. She couldn't react the way she wanted to react, if I may say that. I don't know if I may, but I am. But it is so much that, that has been said, that has been done. Because John Amos was in Jamaica August the 9th through the something. He stayed a couple of days in Jamaica, him and JC. They stayed in Jamaica. And it is said once again that John Amos, he had a little bit of cancer or a little bit of medical problems that he had. KC was not giving him his medicine or anything like that. He was not giving him his medicine or anything like that. And my question is, do you all think that KC Amos could have been the elder abuser? That's if it was anybody abusing John Amos. Do you think Shannon Amos, the daughter, is telling the truth? What do you think about the situation? Do you think KC is guilty? Do you think it's something that's not being said? Or do you think it's more to the story? What do you guys think? And I hope I put out a great update. I tried to keep it together. I wanted to show my face to let y'all know I have an update. I just hope that it's okay and that I did a good job. And I will say this. I hope the family gets justice, and I hope that they get answers that they deserve. Because I think it's sad that they did not let Shannon or the rest of the family get to say goodbye to John Amos. And I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like they all was robbed. And I'm going to say this. Somebody said in a comment on the video that I made, was like, she was not there. She could have been with her daddy. She could have been with nobody. She could have been with her daddy. So ain't nobody's at fault. Well, when you have a rivalry with your sibling or whoever, when you have problems with a family member, basically people try to get away to escape from this situation because they don't want to be involved with it. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what type of relationship or problem that bumped in with Shannon Amos and KC Amos, but all I know is something. I believe it has something to do with money. I believe, this is what I believe, y'all. And I'm gonna stick with this. I'm gonna stick with it. I believe KC Amos made himself power of attorney and had that will changed because if John Amos passes away, he would get everything. That's if he was left anything. That's what I believe, including money, assets, all that. And I'm just basically gonna leave it at that. Because when I heard about this a couple of times, I said, wow, what's going on? I'm going to say this. I believe KC Amos had a little something to do with it. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not accusing. I'm just saying it's kind of fishy. And John Amos was sick. And he couldn't hold up anymore longer. So yeah, y'all, this is the update that I got. If I find out anything else, I will let y'all know. Please hit that like button, subscribe button, and hit that notification bell if you like this type of content. And that will be my video for today, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day. And I will see y'all on the next video. Happy Blocktober. And talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Bye-bye.